My name is Drake, running real estate here on YouTube. Selling real estate is not easy. I know from experience, it is one of the hardest ways to make a living at scale. Let's get right into it. Before we go any further, it wouldn't be a YouTube video if I didn't ask you guys to like the video at the least and subscribe if you feel so inclined. I see a lot of you guys that are watching the video are not subscribed, so please do that. It would mean the world to me. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to real estate. Once you get good at real estate and understand how to move, you can build wealth for your friends and family, you can positively impact the community, and you can inspire people through this part of their portfolio. I've seen it firsthand, and now I truly believe this. I know I can impact lives through real estate investing. After 4 years in the business, I think of my role as similar to a financial advisor, just for the real estate part of someone's total portfolio. I also genuinely believe I will do the best in the market to maximize someone's ROI on that part of their portfolio. So we've talked about the good, let's get real. With real estate, there is no knowledge of when that next check will hit. There is nobody holding your hand, and there are absolutely no guarantees when you're a full-time sales agent. On top of that, if you're doing it right, you've already removed the fallback plan and burned the ships, if you know that reference. In the year of 2021, my team, comprised of 2 full-time sales agents and 1 part-time agent, will sell 80 units or 80 homes at a total sales volume of 20 million, average sales price of $250,000, which is pretty low for the national average in Arkansas. Let's talk about it. So like I said, 2021 is my first full-time year in real estate. And to be fair, 2020 was close, but I wasn't officially full-time until May of 2020. In today's video, I will talk about what it takes to push past the point of surviving in real estate into thriving. I think anyone can do this, I really do. It's more of the work you put in to get your result. But if some of these characteristics don't appeal to you, please let me stop you from making the mistake. This is not the career for you. On the other hand, if this list makes your mouth water and you commit to the game fully, you might end up killing it in the real estate industry. I am not to the point to release an income video. I don't have that desire yet, but I will tell you that real estate has allowed me to blow past what I thought was possible and help me truly build a future. So I hope I can just bring one person along with me that's out there somewhere in the US, the rest of the world, that's thinking about jumping into this career. So for me, this career, this game, it's been life-changing, but objectively, I'm one of the few. Depending on the source, 85 to 90% of real estate agents fail in their first 5 years. So 10 to 15% of real estate agents that begin will end up surviving and staying afloat. But really that top 5% are the income earners that can really start to impact their community through their total network and what they're able to accomplish. Seems minimal and so simple, but if you are a consistent person, this is one of the best careers in the world. And I feel comfortable sharing that because chances are you are not one of these consistent people. This is an extremely rare trait. Let's talk more about it. My hope is that if you have a life-sucking career that you do not like, this video could help you possibly make the jump. To encourage you, there's nothing worse than being a square peg in a round hole. So I thought this was important to share. If you're not killing it in your current role, it might just be that it's not the right fit, and who knows, this could be it. You can achieve some level of success without having the following qualities, but this video is about how to become a top producer in real estate. I say this as my team is currently ranked in the 98th percentile in our market. We only have 2 full-time agents, and by the way, we're both 27, by far the youngest agents with that high of a ranking here in Arkansas. First things first, you must have a high pain tolerance. Being in the industry, I know the highest performers come from a variety of unique backgrounds, and real estate is a career that doesn't always attract a first career person. Sometimes people do something else and then end up selling real estate. So don't write yourself off if you don't have a traditional career currently, but you think those skill sets could apply. Being predisposed to the pain of building up a client base in real estate looks a lot of different ways. The ability to go the distance despite any challenges is a huge advantage. You cannot be the type of person with a tendency to mope around or take something at face value. You have to push through challenges and find a solution no matter what. Pursuing real estate will also challenge your mental strength every step of the way. If you shy away from difficult or uncomfortable undertakings, this might not be the career for you. How will you react the first time a friend tells you to your face they are going to work with you, then a couple of months later they're on Facebook posting with a different agent? How will you react when your friends fail to interact with anything your business has put out on social media for not 1, but maybe 4 years? How will you respond to the 20% of Americans that when polled say they blatantly disrespect the real estate profession? It's closing day. It's your only closing of the month. You've been banking on that paycheck to pay all of the bills that are piling up, and the buyer's financing falls through. How do you react? So hey, if any of those situations made you feel uncomfortable, it's not too late to back out. You don't need sales experience, but at a minimum, you need business experience. My background was an SEC business school, followed by consumer packaged goods, selling to a major retailer, and this was a great runway for my real estate career. If you've never been in a position where you had to pitch goods or services and convey the value to the other party, it's gonna be really tough. A more unconventional way the business experience will help is if you had a job that you liked so little that you would do anything in the world to not go back to that said job, this could work out. But bro, how do you build your business? I built my business by calling people. When I say that, I mean thousands of people, 5 to 10 every day, full on 10, 15-minute conversations, just getting to know people and network in the community. I've never paid for a lead, and I can say this has been the most important thing for me, is getting on the iPhone. During the part-time years of 2018 to 2020, I was pushing 60 to 70 hours a week to build this sales skill set because I knew that this was something I was lacking. I wanted to get more and more comfortable picking up the phone, talking to whoever, whenever, about whatever. And I'm so fine telling anyone that'll listen exactly what I did because this is such a brutal way to build a business. If you emulate this exactly and achieve the same goals, great for you. I would love to push someone in that direction. If you do anticipate doing that, also drop a comment below. Also, please, will you just like the video? You don't even have to comment, you don't even have to subscribe, just please hit the like button. A lot of people, when they hear tens of thousands of phone calls, they think that's painstaking and daunting. If you're one of the few that's attracted to that and that doesn't sound that bad, you're well on your way, you might be a good real estate agent. Looking back, and I still do this to this day, but I genuinely enjoy the conversations with people in the community. It's a long uphill battle, but it will pay off. Next, if you are comfortable talking to anyone, anywhere, at any time, you might be a good real estate agent. Personally, I've always had a knack for talking to others, and I think this definitely was my biggest advantage going into real estate sales. If you're the type of person at any party or social event, you always end up having a lengthy side conversation and really getting to know someone, you might be a good real estate agent. If you generally avoid people, just don't do this career. Also, if you are closed-minded and project that, it's going to be very difficult because you will deal with all different types of people. In real estate, you're mostly dealing with a cross-section of the public. I've never put this into words, but in writing this piece, I realized I'd do this. You must be able to take an inbound call and think about 10 different reasons they could be calling and strategic responses prior to answering. Yes, building a business framework is wildly important, but people are people. And as much as we're all the same, we're all completely different, and no one deal is the same as the next. Understanding no one buyer or buyer couple is alike, and no seller has the same motivations to sell or the same preferences on how to do business. But to be great at talking to anyone, you have to be really great at listening to everyone. Something I harp about and coach my team on is any interaction with a client should be a 50-50 conversation. Yes, you might know the absolute most in the world about real estate, about the market, especially locally. However, understand that your client knows just as much about what they do, so don't project on them that you're the expert. Understand that everybody has their fields that they're the expert in, and respect that when meeting with clients. A superpower that the top producers have is to understand where they are at currently, but then look ahead 3 to 6 months. Setting, executing, and achieving medium-term goals is wildly important as a real estate agent. Know that this is a pay-for-performance job, and real estate agents know all about the 90-day rule. The 90-day rule is loosely defined as when you can expect to see a monetary return from a powerful real estate interaction. This can include a number of things, but I would boil it down to a great phone call with someone, hosting a buyer consultation with a prospective buyer, meeting with someone that's thinking about selling, or even just showing up and performing at a showing and being prepared and being on point. So as a top producing real estate agent, we are always living in the future. This works the other way. If you decide not to take action for a month, you are going to really feel the effects of that month that you took off about 3 months later. And this is the case when building the business. And it's not just for the first year, it can be for your first 2 to 3 years. If you take any time to really pause and not do the work that you know you need to be putting in each and every day, you will feel the effects, and hopefully you don't make the same mistake twice and it drives you forward. Another key is the next level of real estate sales, which I do believe I have mastered this year. So know this, 1 out of every 10 real estate deals is a straight up dumpster fire. It's hard to explain, but the greats, they take that dumpster fire and they put it in a box in their head. Because if you let that dumpster fire trickle over to the other 9, 10 deals you have going that are going great, you're gonna affect the client experience. It's not gonna be as positive. You're going to damage possible referrals you can receive from those clients. And this is such a difficult skill, to put something in a box and literally think about time you're devoting to it and not think about it the rest of the day. Leading to the next skill set, the mark of a great producer, is excellent time management skills, not skipping a beat and being able to focus extremely on one task at a time. If you only want to take one thing away from this video, I've learned this the hard way. No one in the world will respect your time as much as you do. And it is up to you to protect that time with absolutely everything you have. And that is the most important thing going into real estate sales. To command respect in any sales field, you must protect your time like it is the most valuable resource on the planet. All right, here we go. So I've implemented a few hacks. Most importantly, a calendar software. All right, nope, this is not our first paid ad. We'll get there. I have also developed the skill of getting off of phone calls faster and sometimes answering the phone by saying exactly how much time I have to dedicate to that conversation. Catches people off guard, but hey, it's effective. As a team, all of our standard touch points during deals are in time blocks. Know this, going into real estate sales, your working hours could be absolutely anything. Because think about it, the banks, the mortgage lenders, the title companies, they're working traditional 8 to 5 schedules, and your clients are working from 8 to 5, so they want to go see properties and they want to go tour at nights and on the weekends, which leaves you interfacing with the title company, the banks, the financial institutions during the workday, and clients, because they find time to do that as well, and then actually showing property after hours, so you can be on call all the time. However, I know what you're thinking. You know that you're on call, but you're going to be paid for performance, and you might get that sale from that after hours showing. So what I recommend to my team is schedule out everything on one calendar, including what you're doing personally. If you're going to the gym from 6:30 to 7:30 in the evening, put that on the calendar so that everyone is aware that you will not be available during that time. We've implemented so many processes, we've invested in a task software, and we try our best to completely take Sunday off aside from pop-up appointments. And then Monday, as hard as it is, that's our day to answer emails a little bit slower and take care of all the self-care things that typically you would do throughout the week. By the way, if you want to see me in pain, check out the Recovery Monday video that we posted a few weeks back to know what we're up to on Mondays. Today was some real talk about what it takes to be a top producing real estate agent. My name is Drake, running real estate here on YouTube. If you enjoy videos like this, please continue to like the videos and also subscribe to the channel. This is part 1 of a 2-part series. I'm out.